everybody, my name is Beverly and I'm with the Cusetta-Chattahoochee County Public Library, and this is the month of December, so we are going to start celebrating Christmas, or more or less, according to this book, we're going to start counting down to Christmas. Today I'm going to be reading for you Pete the Cat's 12 Groovy Days of Christmas. Well, I'm going to be reading and kind of singing it, so bear with me, my singing voice just a bit. But it's a great book, and if you want to sing along and count along with me, that's great too. So after we read our story, we're going to do a nice little Christmas tree craft. So you will have your own little Christmas tree to put in your room or on your fridge or to give somebody that you care about. Okay? So sing with me as we do Pete the Cat's 12 Groovy Days of Christmas. If you are interested or in need of AR points, you may already be on Christmas break, but hopefully you can take an AR test. This is an AR book on the spine here. It's a level 4.3, and if you take a test on this book, you will get a total of 419 words, okay? So it is an AR book that you can test over. You can look it up on arbookfinder.com. Pete the Cat's 12 Groovy Days of Christmas. On the first day of Christmas, Pete gave to me a road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the second day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 2 fuzzy gloves and a road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the third day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. On the fourth day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 4 4-ounce surfboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the 5th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 5 onion rings, 4 4-ounce surfboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. On the 6th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 6 skateboards rolling, 5 onion rings, 4 4-ounce surfboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the 7th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 7 concert tickets, 6 skateboards rolling, 5 onion rings, 4 4-ounce surfboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the 8th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 8 guitar strumming, 7 concert tickets, 6 skateboards rolling, 5 onion rings, 4 4-ounce surfboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. On the 9th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 9 ugly sweaters, 8 guitar strumming, 7 concert tickets, 5 skateboards rolling, 5 onion rings, 4 4-ounce surfboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. Oops. On the 10th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 10 slots of sleeping, 9 ugly sweaters, 8 guitar strumming, 7 concert tickets, 6 skateboards rolling, 5 onion rings, 4 4-ounce surfboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the 11th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 11 balls of bouncing, 10 slots of sleeping, 9 ugly sweaters, 8 guitar strumming, 7 concert tickets, 6 skateboards rolling, 5 onion rings, 4 far out surfboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. Groovy. All right, hang it in there. We got one more day. All right. On the 12th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 12 friends a rockin', 11 balls of bouncing, 10 slots of sleeping, 9 ugly sweaters, 8 guitar strumming, 7 concert tickets, 6 skateboards rolling, 5 onion rings, 4 far out surfboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves. What's next? And a road trip to the sea. Groovy. Okay, so there is Pete the Cat's 12 Groovy Days of Christmas. Come check this out from the Columbus Public Library and our mini branches, and onto our craft. You will be making your own Christmas tree. So stay tuned for that. Thank you. Okay, so welcome back to the crafting portion of our Pete the Cat's 12 Groovy Days of Christmas. This is our Assemble a Construction Paper Tree. And I like this because it's simple and it's fun and it can be done with things you have around the house. So just to not take up too much of your time, I went ahead and pre-cut what we need for our Christmas tree. So you're going to need 2 pieces of green construction paper, preferably 1 dark green and 1 light green. If you don't have light green, you may substitute yellow, or if you want your Christmas tree to be a purple Christmas tree with pink mixed in with it, that's you. You can do that too. So whatever kind of color paper you have, I chose dark green and light green. And I'll show you why. We're going to weave this cut up piece of construction paper into this cut up piece of construction paper, and then we're going to cut out our Christmas tree. So let us start with the weaving process. What I did was I took 1 solid piece of construction paper, folded it in half long ways. I used some safety scissors and I cut 1-inch sections in it, but I did not cut all the way to the end because we're going to need that to hold everything together until the end. Then I took my other piece and I cut it into 1-inch strips. So as you see here, we have 1 piece of construction paper cut into 1-inch strips. And what I'm going to do is weave these strips through my dark piece of construction paper like this. Okay? And you weave that first piece through and pull it through all the way to the end like that. So you have 1 section. Now your next strip, you're going to have to alternate it to look different. So instead of starting on top right here, you're going to go under with this next piece. So we have an alternating pattern of light and dark squares for our tree. Okay, and you just continue on this over, under, like you're weaving a basket or something. Okay, so your second strip is going to make the paper look like that. You get another strip and repeat the process, this time going over at the bottom and weaving through like you're making a basket. So what it's going to kind of look like is kind of like a block from Minecraft, kind of like something with a bunch of squares on it like that. So I'm going to finish weaving this through and I will show you what to do for the next part of the project. Okay, so now that you're done weaving your paper, you should have something that looks like this. Next, what we're going to do is flip it over like that, and we are going to use some masking tape or any kind of tape you have around your house. It can be masking tape, Scotch tape, and we are going to make a triangle shape on the back. Now, what do you think this triangle is going to be? That's right, the triangle shape is going to be the shape of our Christmas tree, but you're not going to see the tape. That's why we're doing this on the back. Your front, all you're going to see is your pretty paper, and then you're going to get to decorate your tree. So right now we are just taping it to hold everything together. Okay, so I have my triangle shape like this. And now what I'm going to do is cut it out. I'm going about halfway between the tape, and what that tape's going to do is keep our paper that we wove through from coming apart. Okay, because we want everything to stay together. And I'm just going to cut along the tape until I cut out our shape, and just kind of be careful when you cut. Okay. Okay, I'm going to straighten that up a little bit. Okay. So you should have what looks like a pretty Christmas tree. And if any parts are like this part here, if it's coming up like that, then that's fine. Just have some glue or some tape handy and you can just secure any little loose pieces like that. All right, and so you have a nice woven paper Christmas tree, and one of these sides just came up. Again, so just any pieces that are coming up you can secure. Make sure you get rid of your trash. Now you can decorate your tree. I have here some beads. I have some foam beads and some crafting beads that we have here at the library. And I'm going to use some of these like ornaments. So I'm just going to pick some and put a little glue on and decorate my tree so it will look very nice. And you can use any colors you want. Maybe you can make a pattern, like use the beads as lights. Okay, you can draw your own ornaments if you want to put your own on there. That would be really nice and creative if you did that. Okay, so there's all kinds of ways you can decorate this. There's no right or wrong. So the point is to have fun, okay? All right, so once I get a few pieces on here, what do you think I'm gonna do for the top of our tree? It looks kind of plain up there, doesn't it? What goes on the top of a Christmas tree? A star. So I've saved a piece of yellow construction paper here, and I'm just gonna take a marker and draw a nice big star. Okay? Then you cut your star out. And I'm going to cut around the edges so it looks real nice. I like the outline on it, so I'm going to keep the black outline on my yellow star. And once we have your star cut out, get your glue or your tape ready. And you are going to glue your star right here on the top of your tree. So here is your woven Christmas tree craft. And thank you for joining me today for our virtual programming at the Chattahoochee Valley Public Library System. And I hope that you have a wonderful holiday Christmas season. And please join us again for more virtual programming. Thank you.